Hey everybody, it's Leeroy from Leeroy Gaming, and in today's Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader video, I'm going to show you all of the projects for the 4 main colonies. Now, if you don't know how the colony system works already, make sure to check out my video, which is a full guide to the colonies, how to utilize them. But here I thought I would do something very important, because when you start the game, you can't see all of the projects right off the bat. They kind of unlock over time, similar to the reputation items. But I think it's very beneficial to know in advance what they all are, because there's a lot of different choices where you're gonna have mutually exclusive options, and some of them will fulfill prerequisites for later on ranks of projects, and some of them also can be prerequisites for projects from other areas, meaning other colonies, because they'll say, for example, a certain project needs to be completed across your protectorate. So we're going to be going through all of these in this video. Hope you find this helpful, because it should help you plan what choices you have. Do note that some of these will have reputation requirements. So this will be important, because it may help you choose which reputations you're gonna focus on getting to high levels first. By the way, I'll be doing a video on that as well shortly. So again, without further ado now, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at colony projects. Like, subscribe, drop comments, feedback, and questions as always. Let's do it. All right, guys, let's go ahead and begin on Janus. And we're going to start with rank 1. You're going to have 3 different projects that are mutually exclusive. Again, I'm not going to read everything. You can always pause and read over things, but I will mouse over the different rewards so you know exactly what you're getting. Here's the second one of the mutually exclusive options. And this is the weapon that you get. And here's the third option. And this is the stimulant you will get. Now, as a reminder, see how this says replenishing ×5? Basically, what's going to happen is after a certain amount of time has passed, for example, when you move around on a map, when you open this interface up, you will automatically get these again, which is kind of a nice touch. So that's rank 1. Then we unlock rank 2. Here are the options. Now, do note this, for this one, it says the following project can be completed in the protectorate, Giants. So that's very important. That will be from other areas in order to get this. So even though this is only rank 2, you might not be able to build this for a while. Here's another one. Notice this one unlocks a specific contract. Here for Sloth. This is very simple, but I like this because this gives a bonus for all colonies. Here are the ones that I was mentioning, that it requires specific reputations. This is a pretty cool helmet as a reward and gives you reputation, but does require at least 20,310 rep. And it's mutually exclusive of this one. This one again requires a different reputation. Here's the item you get and the other rewards. Then there's Dark Sages. This one requires Explorator's reputation, and again has a mutually exclusive option. You're going to get some special medkits. This is one of the ways. Some people asked if you can keep getting replenishing ways of getting medkits. Well, this is the way you can do it. Here's the alternative. Again, it requires very high reputation with Kabbalica missions. And it gives you a unique player power, so fight, or rather buff. All allies deal 5% more damage to Xenos. Those are the tier 2s. Tier 3s. Again, another mutually exclusive option. You're either going to get this melee weapon. There's the extra descriptor for you. But it will block the other two options. And here's another prereq. Here's option 2. If you're going to get this specific consumable and it'll replenish. Here's Dark Sages needs to be done. And the things that get blocked. And also, there you go, the other requirements. Xeno defense. Here's what you're going to get. Again, this is the project needs to be completed for it. And what gets blocked. Then you have rank 4. Prerequisites. Secret layers. Again, you're going to get a nice reputation boost from this. And requires one of these projects to be done. Here's another one. Again, notice some of them will have negative effects on you too. Xenos Intoxicants. Again, prereqs. The Lost. Get this pretty cool item. Lots of Fellowship of Void rep. But notice you already need 59,000. I don't even have that yet. So, very specific. You're gonna need to really plan ahead if you want this. Great Fire. Prerequisites. All allies deal 10% damage with Melta and Plasma weapons. That's not a bad buff. Especially if you use those weapon types. And then the Mighty Ring 5s. Option 1, again, they're going to be mutually exclusive. And notice, again, the various options that need to be done in other areas. Great Fire, Lightbringer. Here, each time an ally is healed in combat, the damage of this ally is increased by 4% till the end of combat, this is actually very amazingly powerful because this is anytime, it's not by you. So if you're doing a bunch of healing, you can get this buff to get pretty insane. Or Forbidden Planet. Here are the prerequisites and what it blocks. Here's the other requirements. And player character gains this. All allies gain 12% dodge against Xenos. And then Pleasure Worlds. You get this weapon. It's actually pretty solid. Pretty powerful debuff and buff. Here are the prerequisites. And I will say, if you want my feedback, you can get something similar to this. Otherwise, there is no alternative to this. So if you're able to get Shelter, this is really huge buff. So that's everything for Janus. Let's go ahead and take a look at Dargonus. Starting with tier 1. Rewards. Notice lots of buffs for other colonies. What are blocks? So these first 3 are again mutually exclusive. You can get this. Rogue Trader gains +5 bonus to all skills. Not bad. Or Emporium. Route costs. And I didn't get this, but I'm assuming this... I wonder if this means unlocking a navigator pathways. Costs 1 less. Might be. Again, I didn't get that one. If anybody tests out, let me know. Lots of variety of buffs here. Pretty interesting. Then we have rank 2. This one's no prerequisite. Just gives some people. Very simple. Here's another pretty straightforward one. Another straightforward one. Notice you're sacrificing people for this. Here's your next option. It's the first mutually exclusive one. And here's an actual item for your Void Ship. And again, needs 27,000 plus in Fellowship of the Void. Or you can get this weapon, the Ashen Breath. This actually, doesn't, unless this is a bug, doesn't have any special abilities. It's decently powerful, but you're gonna get stuff like this, I think, other places too. But it does give you a nice boost to reputation. Here's another option to get another replenishable item. Notice this one actually increases your heretical by 15. So this is a pretty, and you already have to be adherent in heretical. And then Shield of the Emperor. This is a huge one because it's the only way to get an escort ship for your ship battles. And plus 5% crit chance against pirates. Good security, good rep for Imperial Navy for unlocking again more equipment for your ship. So this is a great one. But you can alternatively get Filth of the Expanse. You also get an escort ship. This will increase, of course, Fellowship with the Void rep. This lower security, but everything else you get these nice buffs. And the buff is 20% scraps from winning space battles. I think Shield of the Emperor is better, but for roleplay reason, you might pick this one. Rank 3. Profits for water. You get a grenade type. I never really used grenades in this game, but you could. I'm sure on really high difficulties, you could strategically maybe utilize them. Here's the prerequisites and what it is mutually exclusive with. Here, you're going to get another nice buffed Imperial Navy. And these boots. This is actually pretty cool. This is when you do heroic acts, you get basically a full heal and plus 2 AP, which is pretty awesome. It looks like I got this, but to be honest, I don't know if my game is bugged because I don't remember getting these boots or having them in my inventory. Maybe it's bugged on my game. And again, you need Shield of the Emperor for this. Seasons of War. Here's what it blocks and prerequisites. Fellowship the Void, and all allies gain 5% melee damage and 20% damage to their attacks of opportunity. Rank 4 options next. And there's Holy Prophet. Straightforward for the rewards, but here are the prereqs. Praising the Muses again. Nice big boost to profits. Pretty straightforward. Pleasing the Tired. Really strict. These are pretty tough requirements earlier on, but it gives you nice buffs. Call to Arms. Again, anytime you get something for all colonies, very powerful. Militia Navy, love this one. Really strict requirements for reputation with Imperial Navy, etc. But nice security buff, nice Imperial Navy rep. And you get Triumph over the Expanse. All the inhabitants of the Expanse face the Trust Rogue Trader. So flagship returns 33% of the cooldown of ultimate abilities. Space combat. And red warp routes always become orange. Now this is a bug. This was bugged for me. I don't know if it's gonna be fixed, but mine still start red. But this is supposed to make all reds turn to orange automatically. So not working as of the making of this video. And Bastion, again, here are the requirements. They're pretty steep, and you gotta have really high efficiency, complacence, and security. Get it working, but you get some really nice buffs. Look at all this. You lose some profit. You also get this, plus 2 to plating on all sectors. I believe this, I don't have it, but I believe this ups the damage reduction on your void ship. And then rank 5, here are 3 mutually exclusive options. Here are the requirements. Loyalist Garb. This is very good armor for light armor. 50% armor is insane for light. And just look at the descriptor. Very, very good. And extra dodge. This is very, 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 very good. And the other elements, obviously, you lose some profits, but you're just buffing efficiency and security across all areas, all colonies, and lots of people. Very powerful. Librarium. Instead, here are what's blocked, obviously the other 2, and the requirements. 20,000 rep in Casbalica mission, that's huge. and you get this item. Pretty nice. Or Society of Cartographers, you get this weapon. It's actually a pretty darn decent weapon. Two-handed weapon. And it buffs. Has a shove effect. Do notice you gotta have Drukhari weapon proficiency for it. You get 12,000 Imperial Navy, which is again really big buff. These are the three most uncommon minerals in the game: Phlogian, Adamantium, and Xenotech. And if you have 10 of the stats on this basically gets doubled. So those are the options for Dargonus. Let's go ahead and take a look at Kiava Gamma. Here's Kiava Gamma. Let's start with rank 1 options, and we're gonna have again 3 mutually exclusive options. This first one is gonna get you these boots, plus these other effects. Blessed are the weaponsmiths. This, you get this dark Markesha weapon. You get this early enough, and this is quite good. It's very good range in ammo for this type of rifle, and this one never overheats. That's very special of them. So you can just keep doing the crazy AoE or high power attacks. Very, very good. This one is the third option. The Hand of Xenocide has a special, you'll notice this is a scale, so if you can get your lower Xenos really high, you can do a ton of damage to Xenos with this in melee. Let's look at rank 2. Very straightforward on this one. Mag trains, again very straightforward. Giants, notice this was a prerequisite for one of the high level areas, I think on Janus. But this is one of the ways to get more mobile extractors. You get 10 of them. This is a big deal because you don't get that many of them. And contract tools of righteousness. So this is a great one to get. Motive force is life. You need quite high reputation of exploration, but it'll give you more rep in there as well. Instability detonator. Interesting, situational, not that powerful, but flawless servitors. So this is going to be mutually exclusive of the next one we'll look over. But it gives you battle servitors. In ship encounters, rogue traders squad is supported by friendly combat servitors. So this basically, if you're gonna be grinding EXP and rep by doing those red battles, or the red travel battles where the warp messes with your ship, this is nice because you get some extra allies, and these buffs are nothing to sneeze at. Or you can get this one. So get you a bunch of security. The rogue trader gains plus 10 tech use. Only really useful if your rogue trader is going to have tech use, but security is good across the board. And at rank 3, there's 3 mutually exclusive options. Inferno. Here again, one of these 2 needs to be completed already. Here's the buffs and armored prow. So again, this is a buff to your void ship, +4 to the prow plating. The ram on the flagship causes internal fires. The number of fires depends on the size of the target. That's very, very interesting. I don't have this, but this could be quite fun if you're going to be charging into enemies. Armored Rage. Again, mutually exclusive. Requirements. And the big thing here, you get a Titan Forge Lance weapon, which is actually a pretty solid weapon for your void ship. And then unwelcome guests. Here are the prerequisites. And then you get Eye of Omnissiah. I think I pronounced that correctly for the first time. Omnissiah. That makes sense. Enemies suffer -10 to their evasion. Period. Which is pretty darn cool. And then rank 4. Moving World. Here's the prerequisites again. Very straightforward, but very powerful buffs. Orbital Shipyard. Again, great way to increase your profits and buff up your Imperial Navy again. New Life. Very straightforward. Sacred Flame. Again, weapons are not that easy to get early on. Eventually you'll get a good amount of them. But this is good if you need it for prereqs for other projects. Dark Experiments. Again, 81,310 potential Kashilika mission. I will never get this. But if you do, you get this pretty cool side macro weapon. 6 side cannon shots. The damage per shot isn't that much, but I've never seen 6 shots before. And you get +5 to critical hit chance against Xenos enemies. Or you get Mechanical Trade. Again, mutual exclusive. Needs 60,000 rep of Imperial Navy. Gets even more rep, and you get this amazing shielding, 125 for each sector, and doubled against kinetic attacks. Really nice. Or Archive of the Expanse. I have the Omnisaya. This is another item for your ship with a very high, I believe the highest 2-hit I've seen, and also decent 15% crit chance. So very quite good. Great buffs to all colonies. Not too extensive as far as a requirement, so it's a great one. And then rank 5. Again, mutually exclusive options here. Lots of prerequisites. You're going to get 20,000 rep to Explorators. Ton of weapons. Triumph Fury. This is an amazing, probably, I don't have this one yet, but I'm assuming the best macro weapon in the game. 5 shots at 30 each. Amazing. And this buff, all allies gain 20% min damage to their ranged attack. And the Rogue Trader's weapons carry the blessing of the Supreme Armorer of the Oedipus Mechanicus. I'm guessing that's just flavor text. Normally it's flavor and then the buff, but whatever. Or Power of Plasma. Here are all the requirements. 83,000, almost 84,000 reputation of Explorers. That's the big one there. As I mentioned, you're going to want to plan in advance to get that high of a number. Sacrament of Light. Plasma Drive provides 15 speed, along with average acceleration and braking. That's the fastest plasma drive I've seen for your ship. Tons of mechanisms. Or this one, Warp Revelations. Again, this one is if you want to focus on Explorators, 78,000 rep. Really high requirements. Really rough on the security here, but you get Ethereal Visors. This is quite good. This can make your Psyker super powerful in offense. So as long as they're fully healed, they get this real nice damage boost to psychic powers, and you get another psi rating. Very, very good. So there's Kiava Gamma. Now let's go and look at the Vheabos VI. And finally, here are the Vheabos VI projects. The first 3 mutually exclusive options are here. And it grants 5% damage against Psychers and Navigators. That's interesting. Second option's here. Again, you need Fellowship of the Void rep. And you get the Cutthroat feature. All allies gain plus 10% crit damage. That is not bad for a tier 1 option. And Punishment by Calculation. Again, Imperial Navy requirements. But real nice little buffs here. Rogue Trader gains 10% dodge against human enemies. That's okay. Rank 2, Layer of the Void. Very straightforward. Dreamless. Very straightforward. Warp Guides. Very straightforward. No requirements. I wonder if that's a bug. But you just get it. Layer of the Void. Again, needs lots of fellowship reputation. Mutual exclusive, the other ones that we're going to be looking at in a second. You get the grenade option. Nice little boost to fellowship rep. Or Holy Servitude. This is the Drushian reputation requirement one and buffs it even more. The item is Vigilance. Again, I'm not a big fan. There's a lot of these rings that they do these single attacks. I found them really not that impressive. But it's an extra like damage attack that I don't believe uses an action. It's okay. We get this one. Again, Explorator's Reputation. You get 5 mobile extractums. You'll notice now the second project that gets you those. So the previous one was 10, this one's 5, so you can get 15 from projects. Envirodome. Here are the requirements. All allies gain 5 to corrose and 10% toxic damage resistance. Not bad. Or you get this one. All allies gain 10 plus 5 commerce and 4 hit chance. Remember, if you're above 95% hit chance, it converts to crit, so this could be 4% crit chance. Then let's look at options at level 3. There's only one option. Well, one mutually exclusive option you pick. Here are the requirements. Nice security boost for all colonies, and you get this. Torpedoes deal plus 15% more damage. If you're gonna be using torpedoes in your build, I highly recommend getting that one. Or Bloodsport. Here are the requirements. Your complacency buff is nice. Chain Great Axe. I don't think this is that great. So this isn't that special. I was trying to look. You can get stuff this good normally, so I don't know. That's not really a selling point for me. Here's the last option. Superior munitions. All allies gain plus 5 ballistic skill and plus 5 damage to their range attacks. I'd say that's pretty darn nice. Then rank 4. Earthbreaker. Very straightforward requirements and loot. The 6 adamantine is nice. Pure blood. Again, this isn't mutually exclusive of anything. Nice and powerful. This one's decent as well. Captive Xenos. So this is a big sacrifice. I don't think this is worth it. I have enough. I have 62 people. I don't know. Maybe just I made choices that give me a lot of people, but this is rough. Navy Whip. Again, need huge reputation in the Navy. Nice buffs. Eviscerator. This is okay. This is not... We see buffs that are like better than this. So this... I feel like this should be better. Or should have like a special ability. Penal Battalion. Here are the requirements. Nice security to all areas. Plus 10% to crit chance with macro cannons. So those are the side cannons on your void ship. So this is actually really nice. And then finally, your rank 3 mutually exclusive options. The Raider base is the first option. You need over 100,000 reputation and Fellowship of the Void. Again, you're not... It will take you forever to grind all the reps to be this high. So chances are you're just going to be picking certain reputations per playthrough. Pretty nice buffs. And these are really cool. So yeah, for a pistol build, very cool. Now, or you can get Palace of the Outcasts. Here are the prerequisites. And lots of profit. Rogue Trader gains 10 intelligence, fellowship, and willpower. It's great if you have a build that utilizes this, or if you support character if you're a psyker. If not, it's not as great. Repentance of the Lost. Again, 114,000 Jushian reputation. Very, very steep. Mastercrafted Power Claymore. It's okay. And I feel like they should have a special power. Pretty good, but there you go. There you have it. Now, do note that I am missing the one optional planet, because on both my playthroughs, I just simply have not... I did not successfully unlock it. It was bugged once, and then I literally missed it. I will make a separate video once we get to Act 4 on that. But for now, these are the 4 that everybody will have access to, and it's got all the major projects. So I hope this helps you plan ahead which projects you're going to focus on, which reputations you're going to focus on. So if you did enjoy this, please make sure to drop a like, subscribe. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you for all your support, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.